family, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. I hope you're all having an amazing day whatever it is you're doing. Welcome back to another meals I made this week video, and let me tell you, this week has been sweltering in the UK. We've hit highs of like 27 degrees and it has been extremely warm, so cooking in this kitchen has not been the easiest, but I have managed it. In this video I'm going to show you 4 of the meals that I made this week, including an incredible sausage tagine with couscous, which was delicious, and also a slow cooker chicken korma, which was out of this world. As well as that, I'm going to show you one dessert, which is a raspberry ripple flapjack this week. Outstanding. So yeah, I hope you like this video, guys. If you do, don't forget to smash the thumbs up button and subscribe down below. It would mean the absolute world to me. And also, if you want to check out more meals I made this week content, I do also have a TikTok and an Instagram account. If you want to check them out, the links are in the description of this video. And yeah, without further ado, let's dive in and see what we made this week. Tuesday evening, and it's time for us to make some fish finger soft tacos. So excited for these. Let's run through all of the ingredients and the overall cost of this meal. I'm going to be using 12 omega-3 fish fingers from Asda. We're going to be using about 1/4 of this pot of natural yogurt, a few tablespoons. Going to be using a pinch of paprika, 1 lime, 1 avocado, 1 gem lettuce, about half of this pack of cherry tomatoes, half of this pack of coriander, and a whole pack of white mini wraps. All in all, guys, this comes to £4.84. Let's dive into the cooking. First things first, I've just preheated the oven to gas mark 7, and then I've got the 12 fish fingers on a baking tray, and these are going to go in the oven for about 14 minutes as per the packet instructions until they are ready. While our fish fingers are cooking, I've just popped some yogurt into a bowl here, and what we're going to do now is add a pinch of paprika to this. We're going to zest the lime and add all the zest into this, and then the juice from half of this lime is going to go into here. We're just giving this all a good mix up now, and then this is going to be our yogurt lime dressing. That's our lime yogurt there, and in a separate bowl I'm just going to chop up half of this pack of cherry tomatoes into finely chopped pieces. Then we're going to chop up half of this pack of coriander as well, put it all into this bowl, and then we're going to add in the other half of the lime juice. That is our coriander, our lime juice, and our tomatoes all together. I'm just giving that a quick mix, and this is going to be our salsa. Now the last bit of prep to do is just to chop up our avocado. I'm just going to be slicing it, and then I'm just going to shred our lettuce as well. So that's our lettuce and our avocado all prepped. We've got our yogurt and we've got our salsa. Now I'm just going to heat up these wraps in the microwave for about 20 seconds, and then the fish fingers should be done and we can serve up. Right, so that is our avocado, lettuce, and our salsa put on now. Now I'm just going to add on the fish fingers and then drizzle on some of our lime yogurt. That is our dinner served up, guys. We've got mine right here, then we've got Tyler's, and we've got Liam's as well. Ava has the exact same, but she has hers deconstructed to make it easier for her to feed herself. And yeah, guys, that is our Tuesday night complete. It's 27 degrees today, so this is light, nice and easy and fresh and easy to cook on a hot day. So yeah, we're gonna go and enjoy this now, and we'll catch you tomorrow for another meal. It's Wednesday evening, guys, and tonight we're gonna be making a sausage tagine with some couscous. Super excited for this dinner. It's so quick and easy to do. Let's run through the ingredients and the overall cost, because this one is so budget friendly. First up, I'm gonna be using 8 thick pork sausages. These are the frozen ones from Asda. Going to be using 200 grams of couscous, a tin of peeled plum tomatoes, 3 carrots, 1 onion, 1 red chilli, and a couple of cloves of garlic. I've chosen 3, but you can use 1, 2, you can even leave it out if you don't like garlic. Some tomato puree, a beef stock cube. I'm going to be using a beef stock cube, but you can use whichever stock cube you like, chicken, vegetable, whichever one is your preference, but I like beef. And then just a little bit of mixed herbs as well, guys. All in all, this comes to £3.41. Like I said, super budget friendly. Let's dive into the cooking. We've got our oven preheated to gas mark 6, and we've got our 8 frozen sausages on a tray ready to go into the oven, and we're just going to cook them as per the packet instructions until they're ready. While our sausages are cooking, I'm just going to prep the veg. That means peeling and slicing our carrots, finely dicing our onion, mincing the 3 cloves of garlic, and then just finely slicing up the chili pepper as well. I'm going to leave the seeds in mine, but you can de-seed it if you want it to be less spicy. And yeah, I'm just going to prep all the veg now. So that's our veg all prepped. I've just prepped our peeled plum tomatoes as well, so I basically just put some scissors in vertically into the tin and just chopped it all up. And then what I've done is I've just mixed 1 stock cube with 250 ml of boiling water. to make our stock as well. And now we can move on to making our sauce. To make the sauce, I'm just heating up some olive oil into a large saucepan. What we're going to do now is add our carrots and our onions into this. Then we're just going to fry these up for 5 to 10 minutes until they're softened. Now that they're softened, we're going to add our garlic and our chilli to this now, and we're going to fry that for 1 more minute. And then to this, we're going to add our tin of peeled plum tomatoes, our 250 millilitres of stock, and 1 tablespoon of tomato puree. We've just mixed that all together, and now this is going to simmer for 10 minutes. That's been simmering for about 10 minutes now. It's looking lovely, smells amazing. And we're going to add our sausages into here now that have been cooking in the oven. We're now going to continue simmering this and cooking this for another 20 minutes. In a bowl, I've just added the 200 grams of couscous and 1 teaspoon of mixed herbs into this bowl now. 5 minutes before this is ready, we're going to add 350 millilitres of boiling water to this, cover it with some cling film, and just let that cook for the 5 minutes. That's our couscous all sorted with the boiling water and everything, and all wrapped up with the cling film. Now we've just got to wait 5 minutes and then we can serve up. I'm just going to fluff up the couscous with a fork, and then we're going to serve this into the bowls and then add our tagine on top. And that is dinner all served up, guys. It smells absolutely incredible. We've got the boys' dinners at the back, so we've got Tyler's and Liam's. We've got my dinner right here, and then we've got Ava's as well, who has the exact same, but I've just taken out the carrots and the sausages separately and cut them up. And then she's got the same couscous as us as well. And yeah, guys, the exact same dinner, but just adapted for her needs. This smells so yummy. I'm gonna dive straight into this now. This is our Wednesday night dinner, guys. Catch us tomorrow for another meal. It's Thursday evening now, guys, and we're going to be making a mushroom and spinach creamy tagliatelle pasta dish. It's absolutely delicious. Can't wait to show you how to make it. Let's go through all of the ingredients and the overall cost of this meal first. So we're going to be using a whole bag of baby spinach. This is 180 grams. Going to be using half of this pack of tagliatelle, which is 250 grams. Going to be frying up some stuff with a little bit of olive oil. We've got a whole pot of creme fraiche here, which is 300 milliliters. Going to be using the whole thing. 2 small onions. Going to be using a whole pack of baby mushrooms, which is 200 grams. I've got about 5 cloves of garlic here, but I really love garlic in my food, so do the kids. But you can pick however much garlic you like. I've got some grated parmesan here as well. Going to be using about 25 grams of that. And then we're going to be using a sprinkling of chili flakes and a crack of black pepper to garnish. That is everything, guys, and it all comes to £3.96 altogether for this meal to feed me and the 3 kids. Let's dive into the cooking. Starting off with our veg prep for this meal, we've just got to dice our onions, just going to be finely chopping those. Going to be mincing our garlic cloves and then just slicing up our button mushrooms. Now that I've prepped all the veg, I've got some olive oil heating up in this pan right here, and I've just got this boiling water on the go with a pinch of salt in as well. That's going to be for the pasta in a minute. But first we're going to pop our onions and our mushrooms into here, and we're just going to fry these up now for about 5-10 minutes, just until they're all nicely starting to cook and getting lightly browned. And while they're frying away, we're just going to put our tagliatelle into the boiling water now, and we're just going to let that cook as per the packet instructions. Now that these have been cooking away nicely, we're now going to add our garlic to this, and we're just going to cook this all together for another 2 minutes. Now we've taken this off the heat and it's all fried up, we're going to add our creme fraiche and our parmesan to this now. And now to this we're going to add our big bag of spinach too. Giving that all a good mix up with the sauce and the mushrooms and everything. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to set this aside until our pasta's ready. Now our pasta's cooked, we're just going to reserve a little bit of the pasta water just in case we need to loosen the sauce later, and then we're just going to drain this off. We've added our drained pasta to our spinach mushroom mix, and we're just going to pop this over a low heat now, mixing it all together, and we're going to warm this through for about 5 minutes until the spinach is melted. I'm just going to add a little bit of the reserved pasta water now just to loosen up the sauce a little bit. And then we're going to season it really well with some black pepper now as well. That's it, just turn it off the heat now, and now we can serve up. And that is our dinner served, guys. Just top them all off with some black pepper and some dried chili flakes. So this is Tyler's, Liam's, and we've got mine at the back here too. And Ava has the exact same, however she's not a great fan of spinach and mushrooms, but I will keep offering it to her. And so I've just popped some tomatoes in her tray as well, just in case she's not a fan again, and so she's got a vegetable option as well. So I'm going to go and enjoy our evening now and go and enjoy
enjoy our dinner, and we will catch you tomorrow for a dessert and a dinner. It is Friday morning, guys, and I am going to be doing a pudding and a dinner for you today. We're starting off with some raspberry ripple flapjacks, and then we're going to dive in and start making our slow cooker chicken korma curry. Cannot wait for today. It's going to be an incredible Friday and an incredible food day. Let's run through the overall ingredients for our raspberry ripple flapjacks first. Let's get these cooking and then we can move on to our curry. We're going to need a little bit of salt. We're going to need some light brown sugar. We've got some seedless raspberry jam, some natural yogurt. I conveniently have some leftover Easter eggs that I'm going to be using, but you can of course use normal white chocolate. I've got some golden syrup, some unsalted butter, some chopped hazelnuts, and some Scottish porridge oats. And yeah, let's dive in to baking these, and then after these are ready, we'll move on to our curry. I've just preheated the oven to gas mark 6. Now into this saucepan, I'm gonna put 230 grams of unsalted butter, 100 grams of golden syrup, and 100 grams of light brown sugar. Now we're gonna put this over a low heat now and mix it all till it's melted. Now into a separate bowl, while that's melting away over there, we're gonna measure out 350 grams of porridge oats and 100 grams of chopped hazelnuts, and then a teaspoon of salt as well is all gonna go into this bowl. Just giving our oats, our hazelnuts, and our salt all a good mix up, so that's all mixed together now. And this is almost done. Once this is ready, we are going to be tipping in our oats and our hazelnuts into this. Once these last little butter blobs have melted, we're going to be tipping that into here and then giving it all a really good mix. Now that is our flapjack mix already. I've just lined my silicone cake tin. You guys know it's my 8-inch square silicone cake tin. I use it for everything. What I've done is I've just lined it with a bit of baking paper, a bit of baking parchment, just because although it's silicone and does easily pop out the base, flapjacks can be notoriously soft and difficult to manage. So I have just lined this tin so it's just going to be easier to lift out later on. What we're going to do now is add half of this flapjack mixture into here now and smooth it down with the back of a spoon. Now that's half of the mixture added in. What we're going to do is top this with some seedless raspberry jam on top of here now. So just a nice thin layer of raspberry jam on there now, and then we're going to top this off with our other half of our flapjack mixture. Just carefully spoon it on because it might pull up all the jam and stuff as well, but we're just going to carefully spoon this onto here now and then smooth it out again with the back of a spoon. Now that's all ready, what we're going to do is pop this in our preheated oven on gas mark 6 for 25 to 30 minutes until it's golden brown. Now while our flapjacks are cooking away, I'm going to get started on dinner. I'm going to be making a slow cooker chicken korma curry. We're going to be serving it with rice and naan breads. It's going to be absolutely delicious. It's going to make a lot of food, and there's a lot of ingredients, hence this is an expensive dinner for us. But let's run through all the ingredients and the total cost for this meal now. We're going to be using a kilogram of chicken breast fillets, going to be using 2 onions and some ginger garlic paste. We're going to be using some basmati rice, as well as some chicken stock cubes, some tomato puree and some naan breads. I've got these 6 garlic and coriander mini naans. I'm going to be using some fresh coriander, some fresh double cream, some ground almonds, some caster sugar, some flaked almonds to garnish, and then we're going to be using some paprika, some hot chili powder, some turmeric, some ground cumin, and some ground coriander. All in all, guys, this comes to £9.03, but like I said, it's going to make tonight's dinner. It's also going to make a lot more food so we can have a lunch tomorrow as well. So £9.03 for all of this, guys. Let's dive into the cooking. First step is to set our slow cooker to low so that can start heating up. Now we're just going to roughly dice up our 2 large onions. I've just put our diced onions into my small Tommy Tippy food processor, and we're just going to blend these now until they're a paste. Now what we're going to do is add 2 tablespoons of our ginger garlic paste into here now and blend it again. And that is our onion, ginger and garlic paste ready to use later on. And while we've just been making that onion puree, our flapjacks have finished. They've gone golden brown on top. We're just going to leave these to cool now until later on. Next step on our curry prep is to chop up all our chicken. So we're just going to chop it into large chunks now. Now that's all chopped up, I've just heated some vegetable oil into this large saucepan now, and we're going to sear off our chicken now. While the chicken's browning away, the last thing I need to do for prep is just to make 1 chicken stock cube into 300 millilitres of stock. So I'm just going to add the stock cube into my measuring jug now, pour in 300 millilitres of boiling water and mix that all together. Now the chicken's done, I've just removed that and put that into a bowl along with the juices. Now I've heated up some more oil in this pan and we're going to add our onion and garlic and ginger mix to this now. We're going to fry this up for about 10 minutes now. Now once this has finished cooking for the 10 minutes, we're going to be adding quite a few different ingredients. Let me run through them. We're going to be adding 2 tablespoons of tomato puree. Then we're going to be adding 1 teaspoon of all our spices. So that's a teaspoon of chili powder, teaspoon of paprika, teaspoon of the ground cumin and ground coriander, and a teaspoon of turmeric, and then a teaspoon of salt as well. We're also going to be adding 2 teaspoons of caster sugar. So that's all going to go into here now once this is finished cooking for the last few minutes. Now that's all been added, we're just going to give this a quick mix up and then fry this for 1 more minute. Now to this we're going to add our chicken back in now with any of the juices that are still in the bowl, and then we're going to add our 300 millilitres of chicken stock as well. Now that's all mixed together and looking incredible. What we're going to do is just bring this to the boil now, let it simmer for a few minutes, and then we're going to transfer it over to our slow cooker. Now that's all in our slow cooker, just going to pop the lid on. It's going to stay on low. We're going to put it on low and keep it there for about 5 to 6 hours until the chicken is thoroughly cooked through. And then we'll be back later on this evening to finish off our curry and also to do our rice and naan breads to go alongside it, and also to finish off our flapjacks and our dessert for tonight as well. Friday evening now, and I'm just getting the pudding prepped and ready. We're going to make the topping for our raspberry ripple flapjacks now. We're going to be using 100 grams of white chocolate, 100 grams of natural yogurt, and a couple of tablespoons of seedless raspberry jam for this. So I've got 100 grams of the white chocolate into a heat-proof bowl, and what we're going to do now is just microwave this until it's melted, little 10-second bursts in the microwave, and stirring in between until it's all melted. Now that that's all melted, we're just going to let this cool slightly, and then we're going to add in 100 grams of natural yogurt. Now we've added our yogurt to this, we're going to just give this all a good mix. Then what we're going to do is pop our white chocolate yogurt topping onto the top of our flapjack. Now taking a little teaspoon, I'm going to blob some little blobs of seedless raspberry jam around on top of here. Now using a skewer, I'm just going to simply drag the jam around, and this is the masterpiece that we are left with a really cute marbled raspberry jam effect on the top. Now what we're going to do is we're going to chill this now in the fridge for a couple of hours until it's set, and then after dinner we'll be back to slice it up and serve it. Now to finish off our chicken curry, which has been cooking away beautifully over here, it's looking delicious, and we're going to finish that off in a second. First up I'm going to put my rice on. I've got my rice and my water in here. I'm just going to turn on my rice cooker and flip that to cook. So that is our rice cooking away there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add 150 millilitres of fresh double cream and also 6 tablespoons of ground almonds to our curry now. We've just given that all a good mix up and that looks amazing. Now's the time to taste this. Make sure it's seasoned to your liking. But we're just going to leave this on low now to keep on warming through and just to warm through with the last of the cream and everything while our rice is cooking. I've preheated the oven to gas mark 7 and I've just buttered our garlic and coriander naan breads, popped them on a tray and just popped a little bit of butter on each of them. This is the best way I've found to get them to get like nice and crispy on the outside, but they'll be soft and moist on the inside because of the butter, and it makes them taste incredible. So if you haven't tried this hack, definitely try it. But these are going to go in the oven now for 5 minutes and then we should be ready to serve up, guys. Right, that is our naans, our rice and our curry done. Let's serve dinner up. And that is our Friday night curry all served up, guys. And like I said, I've got plenty more rice. I've also got plenty more curry as well, so that's going to do a whole nother dinner or a whole nother big lunch tomorrow, whichever way we go with it. But yeah guys, this is Tyler's, Liam's, mine at the back, and then Ava's got the exact same minus the garnish, and I've just topped ours off with a little bit of coriander leaf and a few flaked almonds just to add that little extra special touch, guys. But yeah, we're gonna go and enjoy our dinner now, and then we'll be back later for some pudding. And that is our pudding for Friday night. They look absolutely amazing. We've got the flapjack sandwiched with the raspberry jam in the middle, and then we've got our yogurt and white chocolate topping marbled with the raspberry jam as well. There's 6 servings here, and then we've got another 4 servings for later on as well. Yeah, I'm gonna go and enjoy these with the kids now and enjoy our Friday night. And yeah, that is Friday night food complete.
And yeah, that is it for this week's video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. I hope the meals that I showed you gave you some inspiration to pop some new recipes and stuff into your own cooking at home. Thank you for the love and support on my channel, guys. If you could leave a little comment down below, let me know what your favorite meal was this week. That would mean the absolute world to me. I love reading through them, and it also helps me to choose different meals going forward, like what kind of meals that you guys are enjoying. I sort of take that as inspiration into future videos. So yeah, it would mean the absolute world to me if you could let me know what was your favorite in this video, or what's been your favorite throughout the whole series. If you've recreated any of these recipes at home from this series, I'd love to know which one has been your favorite so far. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and hopefully I will see you very, very soon for another video. Take care. Bye.